Welcome to Fantasy Booking. This is the series where I show how I would book an angle or a wrestler or even a pay-per-view. Today, we will be looking into how I would book Edge and Christian in 2021. I have to say, I never thought I would see Edge and Christian in the same ring wrestling in 2021. Christian's return was amazing, and that hug almost made me cry. Edge has now confirmed that he will become a full-timer, which got me thinking. What if both Edge and Christian become full-timers for a year or two? This is exactly what should happen in my opinion. Alright, let's begin. So, the booking starts at WrestleMania. After winning the Royal Rumble, Edge decides to challenge Roman Reigns to a Universal Championship match at WrestleMania. Also, Christian gets a shot at the Intercontinental Championship. This is because before Christian retired, he was going to be given an Intercontinental Championship match against the then Intercontinental Champion Big E. Now, he returns from injury, and the current Intercontinental Champ is also Big E. He even teased the match in a tweet. The story writes itself. At WrestleMania 37, Christian wins back the Intercontinental Championship, but Edge is not able to win the Universal Championship from the Tribal Chief. By the way, if you are enjoying this video, please do consider like the video, and if you want to see more wrestling content, especially fantasy booking, please consider subscribing as well. It doesn't cost you anything, and it helps out the channel a lot, and in case you ever change your mind, you can unsubscribe anytime you want. Next up is Money in the Bank. Edge wins the qualifying match after defeating Dolph Ziggler. The match comprises of Edge, Ali, Rollins, Nakamura, Cesaro, Priest, Lee. In the match itself, Edge is not able to win the briefcase, as Damian Priest wins the Money in the Bank suitcase. I think he could be a megastar. One thing to note here is that Rollins had almost won the title, but Edge pushed Rollins off the ladder, which causes Seth the briefcase. This will become important later. As of Christian, he defends the title against Robert Roode, where he manages to defend the title. Next night on SmackDown, Rollins attacks Edge from behind, beating him up due to Edge costing Seth the briefcase and also the Rumble match earlier the year. This leads to Seth Rollins vs Edge at Backlash. Also on the night, Christian is set to defend his title against Robert Roode again. Both Edge and Christian win their respective matches. The following pay-per-view will be Extreme Rules. Seth Rollins and Edge are set to collide in an Extreme Rules match, and Christian is set to defend his title against new number one contender Cesaro. Unlike last pay-per-view, both Edge and Christian lose their match, as Seth wins his match after a brutal showdown, and Cesaro wins the Intercontinental Championship. This is because Cesaro has never won the X Championship, which makes me sad. After this, Edge and Christian decide to reignite the old fire and challenge the then SmackDown Tag Team Champions Street Profits. Street Profits agree, and the match is made for the greatest party of the summer, SummerSlam, where Edge and Christian defeat Street Profits and become 8-time tag team champions. This is because ever since the Attitude Era ended, Edge and Christian haven't won the titles since 2001. Their greatest rivals, Hardys and Dudley Boyz, have both won the titles since, so they deserve a good reign with titles. Also, this could be used to revitalize the tag titles. The former champs get a shot at the titles at Clash of Champions, but to a losing effort. Following this, the draft takes place. The only picks that are important for this booking are that Edge and Christian move to Raw, and Undisputed Era are pulled up to the main roster as they are also drafted to Raw. This makes Edge and Christian the new Raw Tag Champions. Next pay-per-view is Hell in a Cell, where the new Raw Tag Team Champions defend their titles against the new number one contenders, Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods of the New Day. These two teams put up a great showing, but Edge and Christian are able to retain their titles. Their title run is still going strong. The Brand Warfare season is up next, as Raw faces SmackDown at Survivor Series. There may also be NXT in the mix. This sets up the Raw Tag Champions Edge and Christian, versus the SmackDown Tag Champions the Usos, and maybe even in a triple threat again Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch. It does not matter whether Lorcan and Burch are in the match or not, because the match is won by none other than the SmackDown Tag Champs, the Usos. This leads to TLC. As we all know, Edge and Christian are the pioneers and 1/3 of the founding team of tables, ladder and chairs. So, naturally, Edge and Christian defend their titles against arguably the best tag team in WWE, Red Dragon, in a TLC match. This will be a banger of the match, which will be a passing of the torch moment, as Red Dragon defeat Edge and Christian to win the Raw Tag Team Championship. The first pay-per-view of 2022 will be Royal Rumble, where both Edge and Christian enter the Rumble, but neither win the Rumble. Which leads us to Fastlane. Here, Edge and Christian get their rematch for the titles against Red Dragon. This match would end in favor of Red Dragon, but due to a distraction by Adam Cole and US Champion Roderick Strong. This all leads to none other than WrestleMania 38. The two people who distracted Edge and Christian end up facing them. Christian challenges Roderick Strong for the US Championship, which Adam Cole challenges Edge to a singles match. Another passing of the torch moment, as the veterans put over the new youngsters, allowing Roderick and Adam pick up the win. P.S. Edge vs AJ Styles will be made for SummerSlam 2022. And, that is it. That is how I would book Edge and Christian in 2022. Let me know if you enjoyed it and what to book next in the comment section below. Be sure to like, share and subscribe, that will help out the channel a lot. Thanks again, see you in the next one.